Alright guys, welcome back. So we have not been talking about Apple for quite some time. So this is an update video about technicals. So if you're new to the channel, I do these kind of videos every single day. So consider subscribing and drop a like. Let's go. So market is open again. It is trading at the moment. We still have like 2 more hours until market close. So I'm gonna switch to a daily chart. So and just to bring up what we have been watching for the past year with Apple. So this is the daily chart, and I have been watching this trend line to the upside as a resistance, and then support trend line right here at the bottom. All right, so we're gonna pull up the moving averages as well, and then take a look at the option activity as well. But right here, right now, stock is pretty much sitting right below resistance. So also we have been watching this 144 as a support. Now lately it has become resistance, and it has been rejecting off of those levels. So 144, 144.30, that's the zone pretty much on a daily. And then above that level we have 150 as a resistance. And then above 150, I will be watching this uptrend, this trend line as a resistance, and also the all-time highs of 157. So these are the resistances. But as a support, looks like we have a lot of people pretty much showing up anytime this stock dips below 140. So basically for the 4 days in a row, stock pretty much dipped below 140, and people came in to buy it up, and it popped, but no further action. So it just pops until the resistance, and let's see what's now from here. I'm gonna bring up moving averages. So we know that earnings coming up Q4 started officially, and Q3 earnings are going to come in. So at the moment, so these are the moving averages. The red line right here at the bottom is a 200-day moving average. This yellow line, which is 50-day SMA, which I use as a momentum indicator. So since 50-day is curling down, which is telling me that, okay, momentum has slowed. It is not uptrending anymore. Yes, we pulled back. For some people, it's pulled back. But for me, Apple at the moment is in a downtrend. Okay, it's not making lower lows yet, but for me, the decent point to pick it up, maybe to go long this name, would be at 200-day moving average, or if it gets above this 50-day SMA or builds above that level, ideally if it gets above 150. So also 144 could be a good point to keep an eye if it gets and builds above. I mean, you can watch that level as well. But for me, this 138, which I'm watching as a support as well, is a reasonable price to keep an eye as well before watching this 200-day moving average as a support. So these are the support levels. So we talked about resistances, support, and now let's take a look at the MACD and what's going on there. So MACD, you can see it had this bearish crossover up here, right there, which was somewhere here, and ever since we were selling off. And now if I zoom a little bit in, you can see that MACD is way below zero, but are we getting bullish crossover here? So we'll see tomorrow, depending where it closes today, and for the rest of the week as well. So that's looking interesting here. That could be the indicator that, okay, maybe it is about to push higher from here, maybe, but we'll see. So I'm gonna switch to weekly chart. Let's take a look at what's going on with a weekly chart. On a weekly chart, you can see this channel. Also forgot to mention that this trend line here, for a bigger picture, if we don't hold the 200-day moving average, if the stock doesn't hold this bigger picture support trend line, is a crucial support for me, because if it does break this level, then it's really bearish. Until then, it is still in an uptrend. Okay, so what about the monthly chart? So let's take a look at the monthly candles. So every single candle here represents 1 month, and you can see, so throughout the summer, no, actually Q1 and Q2 looks like Apple did not much, and in summer we had this rally. September, pretty big drop, and now in October we are doing absolutely nothing. To me personally, look at it. So this one candle right here represents, of course it's been only 2 weeks now, right? We still have half of October ahead of us, but it has been sitting in this range in October. So that's the decision mode. And also on a monthly chart, you can see that this level is 138 is clearly was resistance, and it's acting as a support here for now. So if it slips below, that's not looking good, because on a monthly chart we have a support only down here somewhere at 122. So all right, what about the options? So let's take a look at the volume, but there's let's have a look. There's also 1.5 hours until market close. 555,000 calls were traded, 250,000 puts were traded. So interesting, there were more calls were traded, but with Apple's case, it's the biggest stock in pretty much in the world, biggest company, both market cap and I think it's about 2.3 trillion at the moment, and it trades with a lot of option volume, and it's very difficult to say, hey, this stock is bullish, or hey, I mean the option market is bullish or bearish, because look at it, look what people are doing. Biggest orders, like thousands of orders, they're all spreads, all of them spreads, and all of them playing both sides. 145 call, 145 put, 150 put, 150 call, 150 call, 155 call, 155 put. So I can tell by looking at these orders that this is looking bullish or bearish. So to me, it's pretty complicated, but there are more calls being traded. It could be someone who is selling these calls, or it could be there are people who are buying more calls than puts. But just by looking at the volume, yeah, you can say that, okay, there are more calls being traded than puts, twice as much, but it doesn't seem like the option market is bullish to me personally. So hard to read, so I'm not going to comment on that one. But in terms of levels, technicals, that's what I'm watching for Apple, and this is the update video. I hope you guys like it, and don't forget to smash the like button, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.